You guys should have a celebrity boxing match.
What we're about to talk about, we ain't been in that environment. It looks like we're sitting on a pretty comfortable seat.
It's showtime, baby.
Hand hit records on my demo. Did y'all boys not get the memo? Did y'all boys not get the memo?
What I say? Clockwork. Bang, bang, bang.
Bang! Y'all thought I was finished? We're going to fight, baby!
Last name ever, first name greatest.
Do I play on or not?
It's far from over. All right.
Play on, baby. What's up? We are back for another show. I'm excited for today's show. We just a little pull back the curtain ever so slightly. The boys been cooking behind the scenes as we were getting into this one. Marc, Shaun, they be having some debates. I said, hold up. We need to talk about this on the show. We are ready for a good show. Shaun, what's up, baby?
Not too much, although can I just get straight in? I'm sitting here and I've got a freaking great view of Matua and Marc there over in his little pocket. And I heard something, I saw something, and then I looked down and I saw you sip something. Matua, can you just pull back the curtain, going off what Brook just said, on what goes into your rig first thing on a Thursday morning?
Into the rig is, well, I'll start the morning off with a lemon water,
Here we
like
go.
fresh lemon.
Is it
squeezed
hot?
into-
Is it hot or cold?
No, it's actually cold.
Okay, yeah,
I
talk to
was
me.
told that cold water, your body has to then heat it, so then that burns some
You don't
some
put
calories.
hot water into a tractor, mate.
If you're a kid, look away. It's also fueled by vape.
Yep.
And
That
then,
is a chimney, bro.
then
What is that cup?
This is a coffee cup. It's a reusable coffee cup. But and so yeah, I'm halfway through the diesel that's going in, and it's just straight granule coffie. Like
Running on fumes. So you've had a banana, a lemon water,
Oh yes, a banana too. Yeah.
a lemon water, followed up by a little, not a little bit of vape and
A chaser.
A
A
gallon-
chaser.
a
of-
gallon of
Bro,
coffee.
a gallon
Gallon
of,
of coffee.
yeah. That's every day. Doesn't
ladies
miss
and
a
gents,
day.
it's Matua Marc.
It only really becomes apparent because Brook's been moaning about not having a coffee yet, and then he looks over at me and I've got 10 coffees sitting in there.
Bro, right. Can you whip that glass up again? Tell us about this. You have a story about everything. I don't know the story about this, but I know that you have that on you by your side every single day.
So the story behind this is it's not like a magical story, but so Ava did well. My daughter did well in one of her English tests, and so I took her to Starbucks as a celebration. And
It's a Starbucks cup.
and so part of the journey was Ava's one of those kids that looks at something and then it's textile and has to buy one. And so she wanted to get one of the reusable coffee cups because she wants to be sustainable. And they're like $80 each. I'm not even joking. They're so expensive. And so I did that thing where you're like, man, I'm not just buying here. That's a cool cup. And so I went and bought one too, and I've had it ever since.
I don't think I've ever not seen you with it.
Yeah. You
Well done.
It's been
sustainable.
around the world, that thing.
Well done. Did that go down to Gizzy with you in the weekend?
No, it didn't.
No, here
What?
we go.
Can I just say, Shaun?
How was it, boys? Quickly, go on.
The live show, the TMS live show has been going well. Gisborne, wow. I now know what it's like to come home and play, in front of the home fans.
You were
always
liking it to
wanted-
me playing on Mount Smart?
Yeah. The War Memorial Theatre.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't rename it.
Is it a chance?
the Shaun Johnson Stadium.
I did see one thing that was disturbing. I looked at it from afar. Now, I know you're a proud Poverty Bay man. Okay, and the yarn last week was that Brook was going into enemy territory and going to be presenting East Coast with their jumpers. But little did I know, I saw Matua and Marc up in that building with Jordan in his hand. I'm going, hang on. How does this happen?
Led the way too. After me, boys. Yeah, sweet. Boom. In charge.
I was head honging. Like I was the first.
Yeah. That was the one, when you send the first person for Marc, man, you did one for the troops.
I tell you what, if there is one, and this is for our international audience, if there is one team that looks you dead in the eye and says, "Oh, you're presenting our jerseys," and you don't turn it down, it's Ngāti Porou East Coast.
Okay.
And Kahu Tamatea, who's the coach, I've grown up with him, and he was the one. He actually reached out to me, and I was gonna just direct it straight at Brook. But when I arrived, saw the size of the players, the ferociousness
big
of the
dudes, man.
haka, it's
Big
like,
dudes.
okay,
I'm
I'll
here.
wear the jersey,
I'm
whatever
here.
you
What you
need.
need.
Whatever you need.
Now, little did he know, it was probably a little bit of like sabotage. Because them boys, eh? Thank you, Matua.
Poverty Bay.
Poverty Bay, baby, got me over the line this week.
Oh,
We gotta
wow.
stop doing rev ups. Every time we rev up, bro, they go on to lose. Far out.
That was it, eh? It was one of those things where I in all honesty, I think East Coast is probably the better team this year.
Yep.
But playing in Gizzy, it was just, it was one of those games. And sport. We all know sport well enough to know that
man,
there's
cool.
there's no certain result.
No.
And 18-8. How that?
All right, what do we got on the show quickly? We got some Betcha matchups review.
We do. Shaun's in content mode.
Shoals
Okay,
are
he came to us
moving.
the other days and go, I've seen something online and I think it will translate beautifully onto the show. And I said, I had a proud moment of you. Marc, he's becoming one of us.
He is one of us.
He sees
Podcaster
something
and
over
that.
here. How am I going to use it over there? Opinionaires is on the show a little bit later. Marc, you want to explain the NFL for us as well?
Yeah, we are only a week away. And if you can last through this entire show,
Don't.
if you can,
Don't tell them.
we're going to give you a chance to enter into our fantasy football league.
Yeah, hey, and just quickly on that, no one toxic, going off what happened last year. That chat can gap it. No more basketball. All right, we're looking for a fresh bunch.
Shout out to that
All
team,
right,
baby.
come on now.
We got that a little bit later too.
We've already got a few people in the league, just FYI. I think Sops is playing.
Lima Sopwanga.
Yep, there's us three, and I think Jordan's picked up the mantle as well. He wants to jump on.
Okay, there's a merger of YOUKNOWMEDIA in the building in this league. I like it.
Is indeed.
Hey, we got a big show. We also got some questions in there. Crowd surf, as always, is back in there as well, baby.
Let's have some fun.
Let's get into it. Let's start off with our Betcha results straight away. And gentlemen, as we see, it was a tight week, a super tight week.
These are the ones I live for.
But there can only be one winner. Let's go through and see what happened in matchup number 1. Shaun, it was your pick. And we were actually asking whether or not the Warriors would score within the first 9 minutes and 59 seconds.
Yeah, I went they would. Off the back of it, it's a win-win for me. You know what I mean? I was like, look, I'm not going to not back them to score first. And got the best of both worlds. They didn't score
Pick a
first.
side,
No.
bro. Pick a
But
side,
they won the
bro.
match, boys.
They did win.
Hey, 2 points in round 25 goes a long way, lads.
In fact, it took a decent 33 minutes before Chanel Harris-Davida scored, so a little longer than the 10 minutes we needed for Shaun to get that one. So Brook goes one up. In matchup number 2, it was the Heartland Championships. It was the mighty East Coast, Ngāti East Coast, playing at Poverty Bay in Gizzy. And Brook, you took the team that you were presenting the jerseys to, and that was the wrong team to pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man. These
Sorry,
things happen.
lads.
Hey, shout out to Gisborne for having us. But if you're in Rotorua this Friday or Wellington this Saturday, you can find the morning shift right there as well, baby.
18-8 was the final score there. Matchup number 3, so that was 1-1, both off losers. We went to matchup number 3. It was international
God,
rugby. All Blacks,
That's
just
just
head to
giving me
head.
scarring.
You
You
know
just
what?
gave me scarring. I'm sorry, Matua.
Sorry, not you guys losing. Losers, I mean you guys
You know what
losing.
that took me back to? Just going to say it.
Tell me.
I feel like you're Braith and Esther right now.
The Braith and Esther hit? Oh, well, you know what?
That's
Still
crazy.
Well, he's got beef with Braith and Esther. You actually need to go
You
sort
got beef
that
with
out.
them?
Yeah.
I'll have a chat to him, but that was some crazy scarring there. That was a Braith and Esther moment. That's absurd.
Look at us, big
I'll
losers.
see you at the NRL Grand Final, Braithen.
I'm actually working with Braith on the Deli M's this year too.
Are you?
I'm going to run that clip back.
Did you know? Did you hear the story?
Of what? What, between you and Braith?
Yeah.
Nah.
So when we were at Origin, and we were down on the field,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, NRL people whisked us upstairs, right? And they did it probably a little bit too late, to be fair, because the kickoff was just underway.
Yeah.
And I was trying my hardest as a 6'4" guy, and probably horribly
Bad knees.
overweight, bad knees, trying my hardest to get up the stairs. And as I'm crouching down trying to get out the way, someone grabs my bag, swears at me, and pulls me out the way, like, get out the way. I'm watching the kickoff, which is fair enough. Turn around,
Braith?
and it was Braith and Esther. I was like, dude, chill. I'm trying my hardest to disappear. This frame, this tractor, run on coffee and vape, it ain't going to disappear like that.
That's a yarn, Braith. I hope you watched
You
this.
guys should have a celebrity boxing match.
Can we clip
No, he'll
this?
smash
Let's
me.
tag Braith and Esther in it too.
I'm not gonna fight him.
Because he's actually
Those things you were saying before, though.
He's
you
a
were
good dude,
remember
too.
you said you
But
wanted to
not
give him a
in the
hiding?
ring.
he's actually a good dude.
The streets.
Yeah, we're gonna recreate that. I
No.
want it.
All right, sports matchup number 3. It was international rugby, and Shaun, you took, you know what, the idea behind taking the All Blacks head-to-head was, we're not quite sure if this All Black team has arrived yet. They certainly did, though. You took them head-to-head. This was the first one you got right, and the first one either of you got right. So that means that you go up.
Yeah, they
2-1.
scared me for a bit there. Jeez, Argentina come out the second half hot.
Yeah, blazing, eh?
Wow, man.
I was impressed you were watching it. I saw that the girls got in there and you had to do the nail polish thing during
I had
the
to
game.
wear it. I was like, Dad's going to go off to his room, just going to check out for an hour or two, girls. Boom, boom, doors
hello.
come slamming over. Kayla's leading the charge. Like, you were watching this game.
Couldn't
That's
care
right.
less, eh?
Family life. You know what?
Yeah.
We were traveling between Gisborne to
Waikato.
Waikato.
Yeah.
So we were going through the gorge as that happened. And these guys, we were traveling in separate cars, but we had the radio commentary going.
Oh,
it was
wow.
like
Was it
old school
good?
days.
Didn't
Yeah,
even
really,
think about
real.
it. Yeah, I was in a different car. You know, you don't even think to go to the
They
radio.
were all the young
Yeah.
ones in that car, and they didn't
Yeah.
think to even think to the radio. But yeah, generational gap. And Elliot Smith did a great job calling that game. So let's move through to matchup number 4, and it's Brook. Brook back in the winning circle. He took Chimaev.
It's good for he's good for the UFC, eh? Like, you just see the numbers that he has to back it up. Like, he has the biggest posts. Like, he gets the biggest likes. You need big names to be your champions. He feels like he can be a big name for a long time. He has his own kind of persona. Huge for the UFC.
How does he lose? How does he lose a fight?
Well, I don't know, because there was that fight that, and I was talking to Neeks about this.
Kamara? Usman's
The
fight?
Usman fight was a weird one because
Isn't it crazy how
He got
just
tested.
styles just make that? It really does, right?
Yeah.
Styles just make fight. But man, when you watch someone do that to someone like Duplessis, after what we've seen Duplessis do to some fighters that in my mind are like the best ever, and Robert Whittaker and
Izzy.
Adesanya and the like, and I'm going, even like how he just beat on Sean Strickland so bad. I'm
Bro,
like, bro,
easy.
this guy's like a bully. You know what I mean? Then you just see him get absolutely rissoled for 5 rounds to the point where Roy, his coach goes, "We won't be going for the rematch."
Bro, where's that flag, brother? Throw the towel in
Yeah,
there.
it was so impressive just how he dominated.
Do you know what was
Wow.
impressive? Do you know what I think we all love? Start of the fight. So these guys do things that we run from, right?
Right.
These guys, they chase the thing that we all run from. They close the doors to the gate. They do the big intro. It's their time to fight. It cuts to Duplessis. You see him ready. Then it cuts to Chimaev.
Yeah.
And it zooms in, and he lifts that left eyebrow. And I think we all kind of went, "That's a bad man." Like,
He's got that shit lip too, you know. It's
yeah, like
kind of like a scary dude, you know.
that is not a dude that I want to fight.
Say shit lip.
My favorite is the result. I love that. You got rissoled for 5 rounds.
So Brook got that one.
Yep,
Yeah,
Brook
I got that one. Yeah.
I want football chat.
All right, so it is 2-2, and going into the final matchup, which was Monday morning, it was Manchester United taking on Arsenal. We just asked for a result. Would there be a result, or would it be a draw? First round of the EPL. You know what? And Shaun put it all out there. It was Shaun's pick, and he said there most certainly will be the result, and therefore we have a winner of Week 5, and it is S. Johnson.
Woo! That was a good matchup though, my boy.
Those are good
3-2.
ones.
That's what it should
When
be
it
like
comes
every
down
week.
to the last one,
All right.
I don't want to say I'm happy with that. I ain't trying to lose to you, but
Well, let's see if we can get something
Yeah.
similar this week then. Now,
Come
let's
on.
go straight into what we're looking for this week in the Betcha matchups, and it will
Brook's
be
pick first.
7:30.
yes. Okay, I'm
Brook,
excited.
you're up
Okay.
first.
Yep, Shaun.
NRL, 7:30 p.m. It's the big game. Panthers, who did lose but are sitting in that coveted 5th spot,
Yeah,
up
yeah,
against
yeah,
the top
yeah.
of the table Raiders, and then funny enough, 2:30 the Raiders.
I do
considering-
think that's it's a bit of a stretch. That 2:30 they've been good all year. Shaun, I'm so interested to see what you have to say about this. I'm going to take the Panthers.
Yep.
I'm going to take the Panthers on the back of there is just this freight train that's coming through on the back end of the season. Where 10 weeks ago they're sitting in 17th, right? We all know they're here, and with the biggest kick of the door, the Panthers are a scary commodity right now. If they make the finals this year, guys, not the final, the grand final,
Yeah.
they made 6 in a row.
Yeah.
They made 6 grand finals in a row. If you don't think they're a chance, just get off the pipe.
Yeah. It's very well put.
But I think it's
You're
going to be
going
one hell
Panthers.
of. I'm
You're
going
going
Panthers,
Panthers.
but I think it's going to be a hell of a game.
Isn't it crazy that the Raiders have done what they've done all year and we're still not fully sold?
And we're putting them at 2:30, which
It's
is
sad, eh?
Yeah.
It's
incredible.
sad. It really is sad because they have been the real surprise packet of the season, rightly so, led
Yeah.
by Joey Tarps. They are. Now, I think,
Yeah,
we
what do you think?
just
Talk
spoke
to me.
about UFC styles, mate. Right? I feel like this matchup, I feel like Raiders have got enough to really trouble. I don't know, is Isaiah Yo back yet?
I haven't seen.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
And if he's not back, I really feel like the Raiders forward pack can really trouble. Yeah, really trouble Penrith's forward pack. So you've taken Panthers. I'll happily ride with the Raiders there.
I think it'll be a hell of a game.
It's going to be a hell of a game. We saw last week, just to back you up, my boy, what they produced against the Storm show you that they're still a top 4
They're
side.
here, eh?
They are here. Okay, whether they finish outside or inside the top 4 doesn't matter. They're a top 4 side. And it's going to be one of the more exciting finals series I reckon we've got coming up than we've seen in a long time. Just with these guys obviously not finishing top of the table.
Yeah,
you know, like
absolutely.
they can just throw a spanner and they will go anywhere to beat anyone.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
I
going to
sort
be
of said,
exciting.
I think you have to be in the top 4, like the last 10 years you've been
Makes it
inside
a lot
the top
easier.
4 to win.
Yeah.
If there's a team that I can see winning from outside the top 4,
Yeah.
I have to say it's the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm going to throw the Roosters in there, by the way.
Really?
Yeah,
Chookies.
I'm a farmer bit here. Leaks, all right. I want this note to timestamp this.
Timestamp
If
it.
there's a team that can trouble top 4 sides outside of the top 4, do something special at the back end, the Roosters.
Okay.
I like that.
I
Just
had
really
you.
quickly, Shaun, out of curiosity, the idea behind the Raiders still not being people's favourite pick, even though they've sat there and they've been pretty consistent this season, is that a product of past seasons gone by where you've got a team like the Panthers who have been constantly good, Melbourne constantly good, that no matter who sat out of those two teams, if they're not up the top, whoever sits up there, no one's really going to trust it, and they're not passing the eye test on the backs of our history that we've seen so many good sides now. Well, 2 really constant good sides, that's why we still don't trust the Raiders.
Yeah, I reckon we're definitely heavily influenced by history and what we've had to live through. And in particular, the Storm and the Panthers, the way they've gone about their work, like just pure dominance, right? So they've got this big game, pressure moments in the back pocket better than anyone else. Now, I don't care what anyone says. You can't treat a final series like a regular season game. It's not. Stakes go up. If you don't rise to that and don't absorb that and accept that, you get left behind. You know what I mean? You really do. So it's one of those things. I'm still so scared for the Raiders with the likes of the Storm and the Panthers sniffing around.
Yeah, despite how
despite how
great they
dominant
are
they've
this
been.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do I think that
And the
they can
Wires,
win this
and the
weekend?
Wires, and the Wires sniffing.
100% they can win this weekend, the Raiders. Okay, but it's just like, man,
Come
for
on,
some
brother.
reason, you get them in a grand final. Yeah, not proven, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Speaking of not proven, you have to take matchup number 2 in a sport that you may not feel like you've proven yourself in yet. It's the Australian Cup football quarterfinal, 9:30 p.m. Saturday, and it's 2 A-League teams that are facing off. It is Sydney FC paying $2.45 and Auckland FC $2.45. So split right down the middle. This is really a flick of a coin. Do we go with a result or do we take a player?
What'd you say?
Do we go with the result or do we go with the draw?
Well, like it can't be a draw if it's quarterfinal.
No, yeah, true. There's got to be someone.
There's got to be a winner, right?
True. I didn't even
I'll
think
take
of
the draw, but
Well, then you've gifted him.
yeah.
True.
So I've got to pick a winner.
Oh, bro, just go heads or tails, brother.
That's
I
what
feel
Betcha's
like
doing at 2.45
That's absurd. You
Weird
know
number
what?
at
Like,
245.
I'm going Auckland FC.
Auckland FC.
Come on now.
Locked
Come on.
it in.
Come on.
All right, let's look at matchup number 3. And guess what? It's not the All Blacks that we're interested in. We're seeing if or not there's a comeback from the South Africans. It's Rugby Championship, Cape Town, 10 past 3 a.m. in the morning after the Wallabies got one over South Africa. They are still paying $3.80. That's a Raiders number against the South Africans at $1.25. So Brook, head to head,
Yeah.
who's winning that one?
I'm going to come back to this. I've just had a bit of a moment. Did anyone see Paddy's head?
Yeah. The dent.
Bro!
Jay Reese summed it up the best. Needs a bit of panel beating.
Our poor brother!
So good. The best part is there's a clip, because I was watching it, there's a clip where he's behind the post and he gets put on the big screen. He must have caught himself and he must have thought like he had a bit of a ruck, a bit of like a graze,
Yeah.
grass graze, because he goes like this. He goes, looked at the big screen, he goes, what the frick? And he just would have
big.
felt a hole in his head, bro. Imagine that.
Bro.
One tough dude. I'll tell you what, if I rub my hand down my forehead and it goes in,
Bro, yeah.
I'm like, nah. Get me off.
You don't meet it when you're supposed to meet it?
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm
Bro,
coming
what a
down
tough
too.
guy, man.
Shout out to our
Far
brother.
out.
Sorry, Marc, back to your question.
And he's all good too, by the way.
Yeah.
What was it? I didn't see what happened to him.
head clash,
Oh, wow.
But crazy he didn't bleed.
I know.
How
no
do you-
split, nothing. It's just gone in.
He's gone backwards inside, but nothing has come down.
Wow, that's tough skin.
Shout out to our brother. Okay, sorry, Marc, back to your question. I think this is a tester. Right? I think, when the All Blacks were at their prime, you think any good team when they're at their prime, when they lose a game, how do they answer that? What's that next game look like? I think South Africa is one of those teams we look at now as like, they won 2 World Cups in a row. They have this amazing team, an amazing coach, of course. But how do they bounce back? What does that bounce back game look like? And I think South Africa gets that rassy kind of rev up this week.
13 plus, you reckon?
Is that what I have to go?
Do you reckon 13 plus?
Maybe, but I'm just going to go South Africa to win.
South Africa to win.
Yeah, they get that. You don't care. This is bigger than you. That rassy kind of. So I'm going South Africa to win.
At the risk of sounding a little dramatic here, imagine if we have just witnessed South Africa's downfall. And Shaun, I need you, and when it comes to for the team and terminology, when you're on the way up and up.
Oh yeah.
The cracks, if you're winning, the cracks just don't get serviced. The cracks on the team, they get masked by winning. All of a sudden, you're like, we're fine. Then RC goes and names his team early. We're that good. Those types of cracks. Then all of a sudden, South Africa loses to the Wallabies. Well, that's just happened. And now there's a little bit of moaning. Now the cracks start to look like they start opening up. And then all of a sudden, the wheels start to fall off and they plummet.
Marc's seen one half. That's enough. South Africa sucks.
Well,
I mean, every empire falls.
what way do we want to look at this, boys? Is it through that lens? Or is it through the lens that Rassi comes out in the presser and says, I got to give credit to to Australia. It was
Better accent than mine. Well done.
It was quite impressive with how he handled himself. I was expecting a good old-fashioned Rassi blow-up. A real stern, I'm disgusted in my... He goes, this is one of the more embarrassing press conferences I have to take. I'm trying to do a South African accent, but
Better than mine, lad.
and he
Better than
goes, but sometimes you've got to give credit to the Australian law.
Get back here. Nah, you were doing good. Get back.
Okay, but anyway, I don't think this is the fall of South Africa.
Right.
Okay? I think you've picked well this week. I think the bounce back is going to be immense. And I'm just like, I can't say that they've fallen. I can't just think Australia's the number one team in the world all of a sudden off one game.
One half.
Were they good? Were they really good to watch? Yeah, bro. What's his name? The first one? O'Connor?
Yes.
He was wheeling and dealing. Old boy was slinging
Yeah.
some balls, lad.
Oi, Crusaders.
He was letting it fly, and it was mad to watch. I was like, man, this is good rugby. So I think South Africa bounced back, but that's enough on them.
Cool. All right, matchup number
Yeah, this is
4.
long. We've dragged this one today.
And it's football again for you, Shaun, how this has ended up like this. But it is Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest, and that's in the EPL. But what I want to know, Chris Wood scored a double last week. Does he score again this week? Chris Wood to score or not for Nottingham Forest? Sorry.
The Crystal Palace got mean defence, boys.
Neeks is going like this.
He's paying $3.25 to score. Is Chris Wood Nottingham Forest main scorer?
Bro, let me tell you this. Neeks was just telling me before he just made the All-Star Premier League team. He beat out Erling Haaland. That's the kind of form.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's him, bro.
Oh, well, he's scoring then, lad. What do you mean? You don't make that team if you ain't scoring goals against bloody, what are those guys called? Crystal Palace?
Got him.
I know why this has come about. It's because I won the old quiz last week. Hey, Quizmasters, I'm educated.
He knows his footy.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so yes,
Come on, Chris
Wood to score.
Score a goal, mate.
And to keep adding on his total of this season.
Big
One
Wood.
game down, 2 goals, not too bad. And final matchup, back to you, Brook, and it is the Women's Rugby World Cup, which gets underway for the Black Ferns, 4:30 a.m. on Monday morning. Black Ferns taking on Spain. They've got the point start / margin at the moment.
Yeah,
point
feels.
start at around 67 and a
If he
half
just
points.
if he just given you win or loss, then I'm flipping tables.
So do you think they beat their point start or they don't?
What'd you say it was? 67?
67 and a half.
Can you just explain that for the casuals? Because I don't. Yeah.
Right. So if you imagine that in an equal matchup, both teams would start at 0. But for a team as good as the Black Ferns, who are expected to put some points up on Spain, what they do is they take them back negatively. So they need to score 67 and a half points before you're in the green to start winning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a head start in a race. This is called a point start, and they need to score
They'll beat them
67 and a half.
they'll rack up close to 100 against them, won't they?
Do you reckon? See, that's the thing. First matchup.
Yeah, but
Do they pull Portia Woodman off? Is Caitlin Vakolo not playing?
No.
Oh, no, they got the gang with them. They
This
can
is
bring
the
out those
thing,
two.
this-
and
World Cups,
heavy artillery
You
over
don't
there.
do that. You roll combinations on combinations for as long as you can.
Damn, bro. I went to ChatGPT. I said, how much will they win by? 65 points. I don't believe you, bro. I'm going over.
Overs.
Over.
He's taking the point start.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, there we go. If we look in review as to what we were waiting for this week in our Betcha matchups.
Can we try to get this right in one take, boys? Even with our socials, can we not get any misprints? Those ones, correction, bro.
Brook actually picked. Yeah.
Brook actually picked.
Okay, so pick number 1, it is yours, Brook. You're taking the Panthers to win.
Correct.
Pick number 2, Shaun, you've got Auckland FC to win.
Come on, boys. Love me football.
Then pick number 3, we've
Yeah,
got
you do this
South
week.
Africa to bounce back and win. That's for you, Brook.
Come on.
Shaun is taking Chris Wood to score
Yeah, the Wood.
against Crystal Palace. And pick number 5, point start. Brook is taking it 67.5 points.
Yes.
And
am.
over
Good
is
luck,
what the
girls.
Blackburns need.
Hey, we're excited for this one, man.
Yeah, it's
So
gonna be
wait,
wicked.
so
Bring
if
that back home.
they win 70-20, I would win that.
You would still win
You
that.
need
Yeah.
a winning margin of that.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, but I'm.
Can they score? Time will tell.
All right, and as we do every week, we give you guys a little multi that we're going to back. And this week, thank you to Betcha, we've got South Africa versus Australia. We're taking South Africa 13+.
Okay.
Crystal Palace versus Nottingham. We're going to say Chris Wood scores. And the Black Ferns, you know what? We're going to take the Black Ferns with a point start.
Yeah.
We need them to win big. All right?
Big, eh? Win by 67.
Sorry, MVPs.
Yeah, so if you want to take part in that, there's a little QR code that's popped up on the screen.
What's the?
Takes you straight
do
to
we
it.
have a payback for that? Nah.
We'll find out. We'll find
Bet
out.
responsibly, please. It's not your way out. All the good stuff, all right? Just tone it down.
Play on.
All right, boys. This is the time of the show. The great man, Denzel Washington, came out and just went off.
Coach Boone?
Just went off, boys. And he just said some things where I was like, you know what? Yeah. Denzel, I want to adopt that and bring this into our show. So it's time to get opinionated. Can you roll this clip, Matua, please?
Everybody's got an opinion. We live in a world of opinionaires. You know, that's what I call them, opinionaires. They're all the shows, a bunch of guys, and a couple of them that have played, but most of them who have an opinion about what something should be when they haven't done it. Those who can't talk about those who can. Those who have know what they're talking about. Those who haven't don't. Period. Too much talking. Too much talking. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody's sitting around getting fat, you know, thinking they know how to do it. Just because you can sit behind a desk and chit-chat doesn't mean you can do a damn thing.
Those are bars.
Come get up here with me. Let's find out. Come get in the gym with me. Let's find out.
I mean,
I don't know you.
We saw
But
you.
you know, I can throw my hands. I
We
can do
saw
it.
you
I
shadow
can
boxing
sure do it.
in
I
the
can do it
Rolls
for-
Royce.
I can do
Y'all
it for
side by
real.
side.
I don't talk about it.
Well, let me leave
I'm not
you on
some
this.
skinny kid, you know, who never played a game in his
Go, my
life,
boy.
and now he can get back at everybody because he got a mic in his face and show. People need to shut up. People need to shut up. Learn how to do something. Be actually good at something. Try that.
That's our, yeah. Well done, bros. Well done. Now, I was just thinking, this giving us a space to be opinionaires. Can we be opinionaires? Because, hey, what we're about to talk about, we ain't been in that environment. It looks like we're sitting on a pretty comfortable seat.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, bro.
You know what I mean?
Like, he's making the move, Marc.
He is indeed.
He's finding things and finding ways to talk about it in this landscape, bro. I'm so
He's
proud of you right
collected.
now.
You're a collector.
Yeah, he's there, bro. He's there.
So today, for opinionaires, what we're going to have an opinion on is the eligibility rules for State of Origin. Okay, now over the week, we saw Payne Haas make the move to play for Samoa. All right? And I think it's a talking point, boys. I really do. So I want to open up the floor for us to have our opinion on it. We've heard it from across the ditch. We've heard it left, right, and centre. Media, ex-players, players that have actually played Origin, but I don't know if they've heard it from no one that's ever played Origin. Genuine fans, what we see from down
There you
under.
go. Genuine fans.
You know what I
we
mean?
see from over here. We still love the game.
Yeah. So let's get cooking, boys. I want to open up the floor. Matua, I see you're pondering over there. I want you to start us. Like, do you see an issue with the current eligibility rules? Or are you okay with how things stand?
I want to first off by saying, Kangaroos fans, welcome to our world. This is what it felt like when Jason Tomalolo turned down the black jumper to go play for Matua.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? So straight away, it hurt. It does hurt. I get it. You get hurt as a fan, but you can't hate on the players for choosing to represent where their culture is and what national pride they have in their heart. So that's my first take, and I don't think I'm too upset with how the eligibility laws are at the moment. At the moment, we get a strong Origin product, and as a fan of Origin, I like that. And we're getting a growing, I guess, appreciation for the world game, and I think that will just keep on growing as things naturally, organically get to a point where the island teams especially get stronger. New Zealand's always going to be reliant on players, wanting the black jersey, and the Kangaroos are always going to be super strong. But once we get Samoa and Tonga up, and I think they're both very, very strong already, I feel like it's gonna rock the rugby league world, and that's what I'm after. I just don't want to lose. I don't want anything watered down in the process.
Yeah.
That's my big fear as a fan.
Yeah.
My opinion on this, and you're right, have absolutely no skin in the game when it comes to this.
Don't matter.
But as a fan, this is new, right? So when I think with the Pacific Islanders really just making a, I don't want to say a nuisance, but like causing a ruckus. Like, this is a thing now. It's because the game has become so good. They have become such huge parts of the game.
Yep.
So we've never had to talk about this before. Like, having so many players eligible for both. I love it because they're genuinely my favorite players. Like, when I think about watching Origin, I love it because I get to watch Critter, favorite player, To'o, one of my favorite players. They're playing in what would be deemed one of the biggest arenas in rugby league. So I love it. And then they get to go back and play for their nation. As a Kiwi fan, I'm like, yes, it's a win-win for me.
Yep.
That's kind of where I sit with this. But I love the idea that it now has to be a conversation because they have muddied the water so much because they are so great at the game.
Yeah. No, it's a real fascinating talking point. But my take is like, it's just off the back of that, right? You've got this product of Origin that's been around a lot longer than the likes of our favourite players. Okay? Like,
Fair point.
Origin, before there was a Critter, before there was a Brian To'o, has always been a spectacle.
A Wally Lewis.
Oh, like, it's naive of us to sit here and say it's only just become this.
And don't get me wrong, I used to love it. Like, yeah, but I'm a prisoner of recency bias. Like, I'm a prisoner of the moment, and I quite often forget about loving it like that.
Yeah, what I love about Origin, what I grew up loving about Origin, okay, was the fact that I used to love watching Aussies bash Aussies.
Right?
That's what the sport is built on, a genuine hate between Australian New South Welshmen and Australian Queenslanders. Okay, a literal divide in the state of the same people from the same country that just literally do not like each other. Okay? That hate is what built Origin. That rivalry is what built Origin. Okay? Now, I want to reverse gear it. Okay? Like, my issue is actually with the tier system of our nations, because we use Jason Tomalola as an example. He is the only, well, he's not the only, but he's the main guy who started this whole movement. Okay? But he chose it, to me, for no other reason than heritage. It's a genuine, like, what he felt in his heart was the right thing to do. Because you know what? Because he'd already played for the Kiwis, he couldn't play Origin. He can't play Origin. So he chose Tonga out of the love of his heart because it was the right thing for him to do. That's where he felt most connected. Now, my question, okay, my sincere question, because this is by no fault of the players at all, okay? They are in the wish-wash of this whole conversation, but they are just doing what they're able to do. Would we still be having this debate? Would these players still be looking to jump ship now with where they're at in their careers if they weren't able to go back and play Origin and earn the $90,000 that they can get from Origin series? That's my opinion. I want to know the answer to that.
But we can't, right? That's their prerogative, and we'll never know the answer to that.
But to me, the solution, if you want that to be the case, where we don't need to know the answer to that, get rid of the tier system. Let Adam Whanua-Blake play Origin.
See how that goes.
He's from Mascot in Sydney, right? But because he's played one game for the Kiwis, he can't play Origin because we're tier 1. But all of a sudden, with this tier system, we're now talking about who are the threats to win the next World Cup.
Yeah, there's
a few.
There's at least 5.
Thank you.
Tonga, Samoa,
So
New Zealand, Australia, England.
no way in the world can we sit here and say they are not tier 1 nations if they are a genuine threat to win a World Cup.
So you would say get rid of the tier system or bring Samoa and Tonga into the tier 1?
I would say, good point. Do you know what? I would say get rid of the tier system.
So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter where you are, all right? Because you know what, boys? If we're all about the product and we love seeing our favourite players play Origin, I'll tell you who would have been really good to watch back in the day. Kieran Foran playing Origin. He could never do that, but he grew up in Australia. You hear the bloke talk, it's like, are you Aussie or are you Kiwi?
Yeah.
He loves Australia. He loves what it provided for his family.
So if you get rid of the tier system, Shaun, you're suggesting that that makes everyone eligible for Origin.
Well, if we're going to go down this path of creating Origin and keeping Origin as the pinnacle, as our greatest spectacle,
Yeah.
because we want the best players to be playing it,
Get rid of the tier system.
get rid of the tier system.
I like that.
To me, it's no more than a rep game.
Because
It's no greater to me if this is the product we're trying to create, where we want the most eyes on the best players. Like Isaac Luke, he spent a whole heap of his youth in Australia, growing up in the system at South Sydney. The Bulldogs played junior grades there. Imagine that bloke playing Origin back in the day.
yeah.
But he never could because he plays for New Zealand. He chose New Zealand.
And this conversation to me has pointed out two things. One is I think I care too much for an Origin that isn't really mine to care about.
No,
I should be
it's not
caring
mine
more
to care
about
But
it should be.
Our opinion is, baby.
But
we're here.
it's not. It's about. Look, I'm always passionate about the international game thriving.
Totally.
So I would rather see the likes of Stephen Crichton and Brian Tuttle playing for Samoa in front of 60,000 people. If we were to gear it that way, where Origin, you didn't get these players playing in Origin because they wanted to play for their countries, their heritage. You don't merge the two. I'm half Lao. If Laos had a team, goddamn, would I want to represent that? 100% I would. I'm passionate about that. But we don't. I don't get that opportunity. It shouldn't, like, if you play Origin, why not just be like, okay, we're either going to open this up and we're going to keep it the main spectacle because it generates a ton load of money for our game. Then you got it. There's no tiers here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the opposite option is, which I think is important to point out, and Brook, this will resonate with you to a certain extent, is you think about what the NBA looks like now, right? Like the best players aren't necessarily American born anymore. Some of the best players in the league are now. So the evolution of the NRL is similar to what's happened in the NBA. Like the best players might not come from just Queensland, or might not just come. They might come from a Samoa, a Tonga, a New Zealand. But what you're doing is you keep that main product still pumping by allowing everyone to be eligible to play Origin if they're good enough.
What's your reservations to hearing me speak? I want to hear them. What do you disagree with?
No, I don't disagree with that. I'm just thinking as you're talking that through, I would, instead of having it open to everyone, I would rather it shut down to just Australians.
Okay. Boom. I feel like even that's a step forward. Say we go the other way. Perfect, bro. Like, how about we do tier it in Australia? Australia, Tonga, Samoa, England, and New Zealand are all tier 1 nations now. Okay? So you've got guys left
And
over
they
there.
are tier 1 nations. Let's not get it twisted. Like, let's not sugarcoat something where they're not. Like, they have a chance to win a World Cup.
Fabricated world. This is the current status of our game, which is beautiful for our international game. Let's keep it that then. Let's just keep it that. And then all of a sudden, you don't think New South Wales or Queensland have the depth to still make a spectacle? Tell you what, Jermaine Hopgood, he ain't getting he's sort of on the outer outskirts. You watch him play for Parramatta, he's one of the best weak. He will go off. Look at someone like, it might actually open up. Luke Metcalf might be playing Origin next year. You just don't, you're still going to be okay.
I don't even think it's about quality. I think it's what you're talking about it before, is you grow up in this place and you have a genuine hatred. Like, that's what I remember watching Origin from back in the day and saying before I had recency bias. Like,
I'll give Origin their credit where they're able to
scrap again.
They're able to put on a jersey and go to another level. It doesn't matter how elite you are. You play in the NRL, you live or die New South Wales or Queensland. You put on that jumper. I'm okay to admit that they do. They excel. They go to another level,
and we love it.
Because of that, right? So look, if that's the alternative, if those are the two alternatives, scrap tiers, open it up for Kiwis to play, like Kiwis that want to play, or that are actually eligible through their current eligibility status, right? Or Samoa and Tonga, you're now tier 1. Do we still see the shift? Do we still see these guys? Look, I want to play for Samoa. I want to play for Tonga. You know, like, does Izzy Katoa all of a sudden, like, that's an interesting one. Who does he play for?
Yeah.
And I
think he's got to make a decision.
One thing that we can't take out of the equation too is how important that 90K might be to be playing. Do you know what I mean? Especially when you've got a career that you're not going to be lasting forever in.
Bro, you make 10 Origins, you play all the games, that's almost $1 million.
Totally. So I feel like the only way you could counter that is by putting more money as a prize for World Cup winners.
What's the ripple effect of that, hey?
Yeah.
All of a sudden our international game has genuinely 5 tier 1 nations.
Yeah.
Money will come off the back of that.
Yeah.
Yet revenue will come off the back of that.
Yeah. For all the unions too.
This is our this is us being opinioneers.
Wow.
Hey, this don't mean we're right, don't mean we're wrong. This is just our opinion. And
just because we had a thought don't mean it's true.
No, but what we've got to say, and what we've got to be real careful, it's no fault of the players.
Absolutely not.
I fully understand wanting to be able to play for two nations. Like, I'm half Kiwi, half Lao. Like, Laos doesn't have a team, but if they did, I would want to exercise that. I get that. 100% I get that. But there's an imbalance right now where New Zealand is really being stuffed by this. Like, we are the ones that are really going to get stuck because we've had guys bounce, but we've had them bounce for the right reasons. You know? An Adam Whanua-Blake, a Jason Taumalolo. I just want to know. I want to see. I want a bit of clarity around, like, can we even that kilt? Yeah, and we still have an Origin product that's high quality at the end of it. I think we do.
I reckon we've arrived at the point where we say, welcome on into Tier 1 Tonga and Samoa.
There you go.
Play on.
Oh, we got a good show for you. Got a lot to get through on the show.
That was a big vent, that, wasn't it?
Feel better?
Yeah, like, just good discussion, boys. Good
Opinion
discussion.
is, like we said before,
Opinion.
they're just our opinions. Just because we had thought doesn't mean they're true. Hey, one thing that we do love on the show, and we're going to continue to bring it back because our inbox continues to be inundated with messages. We love that as crowd surf. Most valuable partai, if you will, for the MVP. So, first one this week comes through from Big Bertha, 99.
So the All Blacks are now the #1 ranked side in the world.
Sounds
But
like
are
a
we
big
really?
Bertha.
He did sound like a big Bertha.
Big Bertha. Did he say the All Blacks are #1, but are we really?
The #1 ranked side in the world right now. If you think about our results, we've beaten France.
No, we're not.
It's so funny how it works, like one loss.
Bro,
And now all of a sudden South Africa's just not #1.
Now we beat, like, when you're on the points, okay? I get
The
it.
ranks, yeah.
But for us, in my mind, to be the #1 side, we beat the team that was
Yeah.
#1. You know what I mean?
I think all of this right here, where we can't just go, All Blacks #1.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh yeah.
That's a consensus. Yeah. Can I just pose this to you guys? And I may have gone early on the downfall of the South African side.
Here we go.
Imagine if, as All Black fans, we're sitting there waiting for the second coming of this great All Black team. You know what I mean? Like that dominant 10-year stretch where we had the Richies and the Camerons.
bring it back,
Imagine
bring it
here we are
back.
going.
I don't think we'll get that again.
No, we may not get that again, but
Yep.
we may end up as that top team in the Southern Hemisphere. What if, hear me out, what if we've completely forgotten that the Wallabies hadn't had their cycle yet, and this is their turn to dominate?
Nah, Wallabies don't ever get a cycle.
Yeah, they've had one half.
Nah.
Bro, they've got a good coach.
No, they've had 3 good. Their last test against the Lions was pretty impressive.
That was.
Actually, that was really
But
good.
you
They
just
should have
don't know where
probably
the
won
Lions
that
are at. I'm going to
series
say this, boys. Been on a few tours. When that last game's a dead rubber, what happens after that second game? Jesus.
I'm just saying,
There's
though.
a bit of insight for you.
It was pretty
Right.
tight. That second game against the Lions was pretty tight and probably could have won. And then they go and win that game. And then they go over to South Africa and beat South Africa, a pumping South African side.
Which you can never dilute that.
Totally.
Right? So, all right.
Have we, as All Black fans, missed the entire point here? We're just watching the Wallabies about to ascend over everybody.
Nah. We've been watching the Wallabies for the
That's
last
shit
10
chat,
years.
lad.
They are.
Nah. But for me, in my mind, in my moral compass, for us to be #1 team, it doesn't take another team losing to another team to sort of change that.
Yeah.
We beat South Africa this series and we lift the trophy. 100% we're the #1 team in the world.
I like that.
There you
Yeah,
go,
I
Big
can get down with
Bertha.
that. I can get down with that. Here we go. It's Naya Frogget.
Nia Fogarty.
Or
Question
that.
for Shaun. With the great exodus of our ANZ Premiership girls across the Tasman, is Kayla weighing up a contract?
Hey, we've spoken a heap. We've already had opinion here, so I can't go too deep on this topic because, guys, I'm cooking in the background. I want to talk about ANZ Premiership in depth at some point because, god damn, absolute disgrace. I don't think Kayla will be coming back, no.
I can answer that for you. She won't come back.
She won't come back.
She got baby number 3 in
Baby
there.
number
coming right
3, and just seeing the toll it took. Maybe, look, I'd never say nah, but I just can't see it, right?
now. Yeah, I can't see it either.
Yeah.
Also,
Tell you what, she could easily, though, walk into some team next year with how that tournament's playing out.
Really?
Yeah, but no, let's not go on. Let's go to the next question.
Keep
Come
the
on now.
powder dry. Keep the powder dry. Good.
all right, I think this might be Jonathan Thurston. It's his burner account. JT Hens.
All right, boys. Now, I don't even watch the AFL, but how are they able to get Snoop Dogg as their AFL Grand Final pre-game entertainment? Now, I imagine AFL fans feeling pretty chuffed and special that their sport cares enough to invest in that kind of fan experience. But I don't know. I don't think it's fair.
What's my mother name?
Snoop Dogg?
Does that fit? Does the shoe fit there?
What do you mean? Are they going to be Snoop
cultural
fans?
hit? Yeah, like I'm talking as AFL. Really, like
He's saying like culture vulture.
Culture vulture, bro. Like, I'm like,
Nah, he's Snoop, bro.
does he transcend culture?
He
Does he go
transcends.
anywhere he
he's
wants?
past, bro. He can
How
walk in
have they
all
got
four
him?
corners. Bro, Shaun, you know this better than us.
That's
AFL is a sport in Australia, bro. Like millions and millions of people are dedicated to their team. They'll pack out a game on a Thursday night at the MCG with 100,000
I'm just saying, like,
people
it's
there.
out and out Aussie sport.
Right. So
Out
Snoop-
and out,
Right,
you know.
name like an Islander playing in the AFL.
True.
It's just like we're
But an
league,
AFL
we're rugby,
fan
we're
would know
cooking,
that.
right? That's what I'm saying. Like culturally, like could we get Snoop on in the NRL grand final day?
They got money.
I feel
brother.
like you'll pop off, mate.
Yeah.
And they can take their like acadacas and that, you know, like.
You know what's crazy too? You know what's crazy too is that Snoop's not even the halftime show.
Oh, what is he?
I don't know. He's the pre-game.
He's the
He's the
pre-game.
pre-game show. So like,
So
what are they
who's
lined up?
halftime?
Maybe that's
Wow.
Akadaka then.
Acadaca, yeah.
They got 50 there.
Well
What
done
they
though.
got?
Well played, like to land
hard
something
out.
of that.
Good on
Yes,
them for
and I
staying.
hope that they sing the songs with him, bro. He's
I
got
hope it
tracks for
hits,
days.
boys.
Hope it hits. All right, last voice because we've run out of time. Thank you to everyone else who's put in messages though.
Kia ora, boys. So just wondering, with the 2025 Women's Rugby World Cup coming up, just wondering what your guys' takes would be on for top try scorer, try of the tournament, and player of the tournament, and obviously champions.
Oh man, I get nervous this time of the
Hey,
year.
let's go through. Let's just choose
One at a time.
choose one at a time. But like,
Okay, what was first?
Matua, what's the first question? You just answered that one.
Top try scorer.
Who do you think, Matua?
I
Let's
think
go.
it's going to come out of England. I believe.
Excuse you?
Yeah, I don't think
Disgusting.
New Zealand fans. This England side is something else, and we pipped them at the post in the last World Cup. Like literally won our final on that line out. So
But won the final was the key word. Come on now.
we did
Come on
win
now.
the finals, but it's at home. England's going to be an absolute different monster at home, and I think I don't want to be the guy because I did this whilst I was sitting in the stands with my daughter at the final, going, please don't get your hopes up too much. Please don't get your hopes up too much because
You
this
are
might
like that.
just
It's
be.
like, don't watch the Warriors on a Friday night.
I know, because it hurts. It hurts something deep in my soul, and I don't like myself being hurt. So I think it's going to be an
Just gotta
England
let the walls
top
down,
try scorer. Who's going with try of the tournament?
Oh,
Here you go.
try of the tournament. So I'll go KV.
Yeah, it's got to be KV.
Yeah, Caitlin will do something special. Score from her own try line, whack 7 people, bump 2, pass it to one of her mates, loop around, step another person, chip kick over,
Okay,
catch it on the full.
I don't know about that, but
Oh,
yeah,
you
she'll
don't
score
believe
a
in it?
great
Oh, you
try.
don't believe in it? Oh, the lack of belief from Shaun Johnson.
Chip and
Disgusting.
chases?
Chip and chase. She got it all, baby. I got KV to score the try of the tournament.
All right, and then Shaun, you've got player of the tournament.
I'm gonna go Georgia Miller.
Good call, bro.
Georgia Miller,
Good
great call.
call.
Sevens in rugby these days.
Bro,
Ruz,
have you guys watched the new...
she's a freak, lad.
Have you watched the New Zealand rugby clip with the 3 of them, and she's one of them?
Nah.
Oh, incredible. You guys need to go and watch it. Georgia Miller is one of the key pieces of it. Caitlin's one of them as well. But the way she talks about being the greatest rugby player to ever live. She has this brash confidence. She wants to change the game, but she backs it up at a young age.
Yeah.
She's incredible. Shout out
Yeah.
to Georgia Miller.
And then we're all having to decide on who's the champions are going to be.
Oh, you go, Marc. No. You pick who you think, Scott.
I reckon Spain.
We're not laughing at the Spanish women here, but they're not expected to do well in the tournament.
Hola.
So that didn't help.
Sorry, okay.
That didn't help at all.
I was going to say satire, but then you just let the satire go, that last part.
I think it's going to be won by England at home.
Disgusting, Marc.
I know. And lock me in for Ellie Kildun as the top try scorer, which
chat.
she's the 15 for England, the long curly hair.
Yeah, she's good, man.
Yeah.
I got Black Ferns. Of course, man. I'm
Black
on both.
Ferns, who you got, Shaun?
I'm
Spain.
gonna go.
You can go Black Ferns too.
Yeah, I'll go Black Ferns.
It's not like we hate each other. You
I'll go
go
Black
Black Ferns.
All right, 2 Black Ferns and 1 England.
There you go.
There we go.
Good luck, girls.
Thanks for your
Good
messages.
luck.
Very much appreciated, MVPs.
Play on.
Gentlemen, we are 15 days away from the regular season beginning of the NFL.
No Kyrie.
The countdown is on between all our fans, all our fantasy football players, and everybody who's keen to watch the NFL get back underway. Like, regular season is what we wait for. There's only 17 games in the regular season, or 16, but ultimately, this is it, boys. This is where everybody's team's got the same amount of chance of winning.
Wow, that's not true, is it?
Well, not really.
I mean,
but,
you're kind of right, but some of you ain't
No,
got a chance this year.
optimism's at an all-time high at this part of the year, right?
yeah. Just quickly go around the room. Who are we supporting this year in the NFL?
The Rams, baby.
Raiders, baby. Once
And
a
I'll-
Raider, always a Raider.
I will. I have a fledging bet right now. I am always going to be a Carolina Panther fan, but there is a massive part of my heart as Raider Nation as well.
Okay.
They looked after us big time, man.
So
Always got back.
15 days before the Cowboys walk out against the Eagles, and gentlemen, I just want to give you a quick explanation of the NFL itself, because the NFL is quite a complex monster. It is the biggest sport by a long shot in America, and their broadcasting deals they are signing off left, right, and center are unbelievable. Things that Netball New Zealand would be salivating at. Yeah. But just to keep things really tidy, the NFL has been split into two conferences, right? There's the AFC, which stands for the American Football Conference, and the NFC, which is the National Football Conference. It's split in two because there's 32 teams. They need to find a way of finding out who's the best. So ultimately, those two sides will find a winner, and they'll come together for the Super Bowl, which is what we all watch for the great halftime adverts. Ultimately, though, they are then split, those two sides, into 4 different divisions. You've got the AFC North, AFC South, AFC East, AFC West. Now, I don't have to go through the NFC because they're exactly the same. Now, those divisions basically play each other twice, and then they get randomized games against other opposition to make sure that they have a home and away game, and then a random opposition's kind of worked out through a schedule. Now, the schedule alone, just to put this in perspective, it takes like forever to come up with.
Marc's in his NFL bag right now.
They have a team that works on the schedule in the off season, predicting who's going to have games that are going to be worth watching. And so you want to put, okay, them against them at this time of the year. You want them and them. The amount of work that goes into the schedule in the NFL alone.
Just ChatGPT it. Come on, it's right there. Use it.
But they have been doing this for years. One more interesting thing before I get into what I really need to get into, which is we're going to have a fantasy league.
Okay.
This will be the first year where they don't use the chain gang. So you'll see guys with these zebra-striped uniforms on with a chain and 2 cones at either end of it, well, like 2 stands.
Those chains.
That's it. This will be the first time that the NFL runs a season where it's all digitalized. They'll be going through and making sure there's a scanner in the ball. There's a scanners all over the field, and they'll be able to show exactly where that ball was stopped.
I like a bit of human error.
Well, that's it. They're trying to get rid of human error. Now, this is where I get to. We're going to play a fantasy league this year, guys. We are going to do a fantasy league through MVPs who are keen. Right now, you will see popping up on the screen a little wee QR code.
Oh, don't miss out.
That QR code is set and ready for you to chuck your phone up there, and it'll take you straight through to our league. The first people who can get into the league right now, that'll be 5 people. They will be playing alongside us in our NFL fantasy. We're going to go ahead and do the draft pretty much straight after we've got the league filled as well.
Be cool.
Yeah, like
That's all I ask.
Just have a bit of fun, have a sense of humour, be able to take a little bit of, banter here and there.
Yeah.
Heaps of giveaways too, eh? I
Don't cheat.
think I've got a few more jerseys.
Yeah.
Couple Essex sitting over there.
There are some Essex just sitting there waiting for people to win.
Yeah, we got giveaways. We have a fun time, so
Okay, before we
of
move
you.
on, we say it right here on the show right now. MVP of the league this year. Call it. Marc, you go first.
Lamar Jackson. Oh, no. No.
Here we go.
No. Can you guys go?
Josh Allen just got married.
Damn it!
He gonna ball out.
Okay, I'll take Lamar Jackson.
Damn it! I shouldn't have done that. Now, all the good ones are gone.
Oh, here we go,
Come
mate.
on, Mr.
Come
NFL.
on.
Come on.
Come on, mate.
You live for this. This is your moment.
I'm going to go Jamar Chase. For the first time in a long time, we have a wide receiver winning an MVP.
Clutching at
It's going to be a big one. Or Joey Burrow. No, screw it. I'll take Joey Burrow. Then we've got 3 quarterbacks, and we'll see who goes.
Okay.
Cool.
Joey Burrow.
Yeah,
Joey Burrow,
MVPs.
Lamar Jackson, baby. No, sorry, I'm Geno Smith, MVP. All right, that's the show, Marc.
That's us.
That's the show, man. Enjoy your week. You working this weekend? You working this weekend? You gonna be on? We have to watch you.
No, well,
No, got the weekend off.
I'm going to be down at the Mount, though, if you're in the Mount.
What are you up to? Hanging
I'm
out?
going to, going down there, friend's birthday. I'm going to run in the Mount Marathon this weekend, though. Not running the marathon. Or the half marathon.
What just happened?
10Ks.
10K. I was gonna say.
Hey, participation. If you want to come run it with me. Let's go.
I love that. All right, we're going to be down in Rotorua tomorrow, Wellington on Saturday. We're back here for another week. Enjoy your weekend, family. Let's push.
Play on.
Lamborghini. Look at the speed! Shaun Johnson! Aguero! It's over! Pass is intercepted at the goal line. In your life have you
seen anything like that.
Playoff.